Hello, boys and girls. My name is Yoshi, and welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough of Donkey Kong Bananza for Nintendo Switch 2. Well, in the last video, we left off mostly just doing all sorts of... Oh yeah, mostly collecting here in the freezer layer. We missed a full secret level as well, which we ended up getting. Don't mind me, just getting stuck in spaces. Clearly that's what's been happening. But no, actually not. Seriously, in the last video we left off trying to get more bananas and more fossils, and we had just finished fully clearing out this layer of its fossils. Now the only thing left is to clear out its other stuff. Mainly the bananas, the golden bananas that we've been missing. I feel like I've bought too many of those, so I've decided I'm gonna wait a bit to buy more. And before we do anything else, we should probably just buy all the stuff here before we forget. We'll just do this in order. Oh, well, all of these are just extend your more Bonanza by a certain percent. Except ones are extensive, so it gets its upgrade earlier. Okay, well, we already have the bitches and the other stuff, so there's no need to change that out. We did go to another video, and I just realized I did not change my cover, so... we're gonna just go down from where we were after this one. Just in order. I'm just gonna start going down for the list. We already did these, I know, because we've used them before. But I think what I'm gonna do is each video, time a video changes from now on, I'm just gonna keep changing cover just to make sure I actually show off all the fur colors. It's so hard to track though, like the only way you'd be able to do it is you'd have to basically 100% all the fossils when you first get on the layer, and it would be very tedious to do. That's also why I initially said I was gonna initially focus on just doing storyline gameplay, because I think the storyline is amazing, and I'd much rather get through that first so I wouldn't have to worry about that. Both to make it more trickier and also to being like, if you wait until 100% to do those, it feels like the final boss more often than not ends up being easy. At least that's what it's like in most Zelda titles, except for some occasionally where there can still be a stall. I've like gone up this area several times and only now got that banana. I could have sworn I got that at least multiple times, or at least had multiple chances to get it. Whatever. Not complain. This game is a lot of collectibles. It's very easy to miss even one. The most nastiest part, especially of Metroid games, is when you miss one collectible and then because there's no secret that lets you know what you've gathered. That lets you know what you've gathered at what time. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak clearly. It's super tough to figure out, because then it's like you literally just at some point you end up just literally wandering through every area again several times and wasting even more time until you finally find that one collectible, and then other times you'll just never find it and you'll just write this game off of, okay, this game can't be understand because clearly I cannot find all the items. And it's super tricky. With games like that, though, we'll probably be using a guide as it gets towards the end, although Metroid Dread I was able to do fairly straightforward. You should check out that playthrough if you guys haven't seen it yet. That was definitely one of the harder playthroughs I've done in a long time, I'll say. Anyways, looks like we have enough to buy this somehow, despite spending over 10,000 dollars. We will not do the same mistake with the second area, though. We are gonna actually go through and try to slowly explore each terrain. Oh, here we go. You know, we never really went up into... Yeah, this secret we never went into. We should probably actually explore this area, because this is a cooling tower that you're supposed to explore. Maybe we can explore that by going up top. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, there's a stair up here. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you're supposed to come at this from a different perspective. Oh, I just realized with the cheat secret of this, I don't think they expect you to even attempt to get through there, at least that way. I think you have to dig it in reverse, actually. Yeah, I think this makes more sense, actually. I think this is what the game wants you to do. First, you dig down to, like, here until you can't go down here anymore. Then climb up here, and then literally dig through the floor until you hit a wall. And then if you landed in the spot right away, it should just go nice and easily into the ice spot. I can't believe I was this dumb and missed the setup that simple. Yeah, I should have known by now. If I just do it this way, it would have been alright. And then cut out a little bit of that, and then, yeah, the ice will do the rest of the work for me. Yeah, that would have made that part a whole lot easier. Instead, I had to go and waste even more time doing other stuff. But then again, I guess I sort of did a weird skip by doing this. Okay, now the question is, how do we get that? If we go too fast, we'll fall down like that. But if we go too late, we won't fall back at all. It's, like, really weird. Here we go. Let's just go up both layers first and see where we have to be. Oh, there's one right here already in the underground. Oh, that's the same trap as before. Okay, so we'll have to make a tunnel to that separately now. Oh, great. Because I already dug down the middle, it's gonna be harder now to get this done. Well, we're not about to wait on anymore. Because when Abba tries to show me, we'll just inhale it all, because, yeah. Icon has the power of a hungry elephant. He can kind of just do that. Yeah, now that we have this power-up, we don't even have to do the same strategies anymore. I wonder if there's an overpowered setup for this. I wonder if you can actually get these powers even sooner than you expected. If you're just going for all level clears, if you're trying to... If you can somehow get these powers early, that really changed the course of the whole game. Because then it would suddenly mean like, oh wow, now we can suddenly do something different. Alright, alright. Well, we can't go down there. And we can't go down the side area either, which means our best bet is to probably just keep going back down, up instead of down. So we'll just keep going up, I guess, until we can't go up anymore. Oh, wait, is it oh, wait, we went too far. Somehow we entered even lower down. Yeah, this tower's so big it stretches through the literal ceiling of the map. And then above a freezer area. Okay, well that unfortunately I didn't fix the problem. We'll have to find some other way of doing it then. How much more do we have left? Oh, just the one outside. Alright, perfect. I guess I'm gonna have to do some exercise to get up there or find some other weird trick. Guess we're going outside instead. I assume a zero dash can make it just barely, but I don't know. It'd probably be better if we actually tried it. Oh, wait. We don't even need to do that. Just a simple jump is enough to make it. It's just a bit trickier because it's like, it's more than a regular jump, and DK's usually not great at doing that. Thankfully, they don't make you climb the whole tower because, like, they only set you to get up here, so the banana's just right here instead, which is convenient, I guess. That should be all of this area done. Yes, we did all of those, and we got all those done. Now we get to move on to the next layer. This time I'm gonna take my own secret tip. And what I mean by that tip is, I'm not going to do the secret level right away. So I kinda joked. This will actually be the first part of the other secret. This is actually what I meant when I said that these videos might not add up with 100%, because, well, sometimes it'll work exactly like it was intended. Not every level has the elder, but the levels that have elders will be different because we have to do that extra secret too. So, oh, hang on, I did not want to fall down there. Fool. I want to teleport here to get out of that. I kill that dude still comes in to grab me. Do we do that? Anyways, let's quickly go to the next layer, which is the better known as the ostrich layer, or should we say the forest layer? Yeah. We'll go there. And then there's another the junction. So I guess there's two junctions. One for the first part and one for the second part. Well, 100% that whenever we're done with the other part, I guess. But anyways, this part is a little tricky because this is filled with just poison after poison after poison. Anyways, I think the main focus right now is going to be grabbing those golden bananas, of course. Since I'm going to be doing this trick list, I'm just going to go for each one and figure out. Okay, they want us to smash through 4 irons. We can actually look at that from our collection instead. And we can just get the bonuses from here as well. Okay, we are almost done with that, actually. I also just realized we can smash through this very easily now by just inhaling all this instead. So on, Forens. The only other way would have been to normally use the ostrich and keep egg bombing it instead. Yeah, when I'm done with this, there practically won't be any Forens left. Okay, well now that's definitely much higher. Oh, I did not notice there was Forens right there. Really deceptive with that, you know. Hey there, big fella. Yeah, you slashed for 30,000 Forens. Meters of Forens. Yeah, okay. Here, take a banana. Okay, well, that didn't take too long to add, actually. We'll get our 2 golden secrets we were missing now that we're done with that. But otherwise, yeah, this layer is gonna probably be the same old story as before. We're gonna smash through everything and just kind of annihilate stuff. Big difference is now we have poison to deal with instead, so smashing through it is probably not always going to be the best idea. First test is, can we just suck this up? Okay, well, we can sort of grab it, but it just counts as water. So I guess if we do this, I guess it's counting as us, like, destroying water, but it doesn't really give us anything. If anything, we'll probably want to use it to suck up the Forens more than anything. That's usually what's going to be the most problematic part, so that will be fine. Other than that, I guess they probably don't expect us to go down any of the poison routes, that's for sure. Anyways, yeah, for this layer especially, we'll probably want to just focus on using our elephant. It's also going to be tougher to grind stuff out because there's hardly anywhere you can go. Definitely the hardest layer, I think, so far, to, like, even find a good spot to grind the foods. Because half of the time when you try and do this, it'll just... Half of the time when you try to, like, go here, you'll just get messed up by all of the Forens, all of the other secrets, and just everything else on top of that. Let's go ahead and heal before something happens. I know I said I wouldn't heal until the boss, but I suddenly got a little worried, so I'm gonna heal now instead. There we go, that's done. Okay, perfect. That didn't take too long to find a secret. To be fair, we haven't really explored around this zone much. We've mostly been out exploring it. This is going to be the layer where we're probably going to want to use the ostrich to explore more easily. Like I said, each layer is kind of set up a bit differently. I see what they want us to do. Yeah, throw these at them. That is always so annoying. Whenever they throw a disc right at the end just to tease you, like, nah, yeah, we're not going to give you that easily. Yeah. Also, we could have been using ostrich the whole time on that other zone as well. With very little to land, I doubt that would have worked out. But in this area, we're probably going to have to use it a lot more. Alright, what do you have? Well, let's start by taking out all these doofuses. Or they do anything else to us. And since we're gonna be blindly exploring this and not picking up any grinding or doing any real grinding, since we can't really do it in this layer because of all the freaking poison. Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay, well, we could use ostrich to fly over here. Except we also already got this. Oh, hang on. There's a secret here we never really gotten. Okay. Compel you away to soar to the tree next door, huh? Okay. Okay, having free bombs is certainly gonna help out with this. Alright. The only question is, where's the friggin' Void thing hidden? Where's Void's machine hidden? That's what I want to know. Hang on, oh. Is me now, game. I'm trying to get through this. This is such a weird area, honestly. Feels like there's just nothing you can do here to get rid of this. I've looked around multiple times, even a couple of times earlier. Yeah, I assume you just have to fly onto this from very far up. But we'll figure out how to get up top first. Keep in mind, a lot of this zone we haven't even explored because we pretty much ignored it and went straight to the Eggshell Hotel the first time we did this. Okay, this we can carve our way through, no problem. It's the thorns we cannot go through. Game really doesn't want us to go up here, clearly. Alright, we're finally up. And now that we're at a much better spot, actually, it turns out we could just go this way. Nice and easy. We'll start by checking this to see if there's anything. Okay, there isn't. I guess we're gonna go down here then and pull out this thing from far away. We didn't even need the ostrich for this secret. We just had to do that, and yeah. Figured that's where they would hide it. Ugh, those thorns are still there though. Gosh. How long are they gonna be like that, I wonder? Must be some other way over them, or we'll just go into a secret area. Alright. This is different. Oh, there's a Hannah hidden there. Can't fool me. Can't fool me this time, game. There's a lot of bananas on this layer, so we should get a lot of skill points whenever we clear out all of these layers. To be fair, a lot of the middle is when I really started skipping stuff. I haven't really explored all these layers all that much. You know what would make this game interesting? Because remember, I mentioned there's literally skips for everything. Like, if you just use foreigns, skip or whatever, basically, you don't even have to really collect many bananas at all. In fact, it's possible to probably do this game collecting hardly any at all. The only ones you probably really need are just to make sure you have skills to be able to beat the enemies. Even the health is optional, but obviously there are still ways to make it easier. It feels like you might want all of those, because like if you don't have them all, it feels like the game would be really hard without it. So I can see why they made the game super tricky, because like if not, then it feels like the game might be too easy, because you could just go through and beat it to the end. Also, Sysmo's any good, then yeah, this would make it even more of a joke. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is, as I look into the game now, I think I'm starting to realize why the speedrun is so short, like only an hour. I know it's probably also mainly because of skips, but also just think of it. Even if you were doing it glitchless, what more can you really do in this game? The bananas are pretty easy to grind out, the setup is easy enough, and every collectible, for the most part, is completely optional. The only thing you can't really skip are the Bananzas, because you usually need them to beat certain bosses, but other than that, if you have the majority of them, which you'll always get, because that's part of the main storyline, just following the main storyline should be fine enough, for the most part. So yeah, if you get those done enough, eventually you will have to get through all that. Alright. Okay, yeah, well, we're continuing on, apparently. Alright, I'm done waiting around. That was fun while it lasted. Now let's just suck up everything instead. Tired of waiting around. You can see why exploring some of these can be slower though. Like, even with Ostrich, you can't really control your direction of what you use with that well, honestly. There's not a lot you can do, in fact, at all, probably, for the Florians. Mostly you're just kind of relying on your other stuff. What I mean by other stuff, I mean by just, like, throwing big explosions. Oof. I almost accidentally transformed the second time. Let's not have that now, can we? Alright, well, we got quite a few bananas here. This basically acted as a whole secret area. We got 3 whole bananas just going down here and a couple of fossils along the way. There's no other secrets now, so we'll go back out. Oh, and the explosion from earlier revealed yet another one. I think that explained. I feel like that explanation says it all. It's been kind of a pain in the neck to get to this part a couple of times. Well, not anymore now that we've gotten all this done. Also, speaking of which, we should probably go and look at all the other secrets. Alright, there's a banana over there. Let's get that one first. There we go. Let's say a good majority of these will probably be fine again. Alright, so now we're focusing on getting this golden skill, and then probably focusing on this, so we can get the elephant done next, because that one's also pretty important. And then before that, we'll probably focus on this, and at some point we'll just try to make sure that this is our last upgrade we do. Then there's also Drumbeat. Honestly, that doesn't matter even more. Like, we already transformed pretty fast. So probably finishing that tier off as well as that will be fine. And I definitely want to finish the health off somewhat earlier, at least than the others. Right now, I haven't needed the extra 1 bit of health, but that will probably matter for the last level, considering it's probably going to be the hardest level of all, knowing me. Because there's only so much your health can help you out with, and some challenges are just going to hurt no matter what. Okay, nothing there. Okay, we're going to use Ostrich a bit. Since we can just bomb these guys, too, out of existence. That's another way we could deal with them, too. Certainly a strategy we could do. Those enemies don't even need Ostrich for, we could just do that. I forgot about that secret there. Okay, where do I want to actually fly to? I'm gonna go, like, here, maybe. Ah! Okay, couldn't go through here, clearly. Okay, well, we have enough, I think we can go back out. Okay, there's some secrets in here. Like, there's still more secrets you haven't even found in the Eggshell Hotel itself, probably because they're really well hidden. Oh yeah, remember this enemy that we used to struggle with now? Imagine if I had known to just smash him right away. That would have been so much more different. I think part of the problem was I had no clue how to defeat those enemies consistently. Okay, that's not working either. I like how that bed is not technically an upgraded bed, by the way, so you can't really do anything. Okay, well, we have to go here, I guess. No other choice for that secret. I saw those two. Where are they? Oh, this will probably get a lot easier. Isn't there a secret we already found or not? Oh, okay, no, we haven't found this. Alright. The secret room. The secret Eggshell Hotel room. That's what he calls it? Alright. Like the secret area. This bonus zone. All you can eat tower. What does that mean? Is it gonna be a bunch of food? I don't know. I don't see food. I guess what it means by that, it probably means we have to deal with these guys a lot, or we have to do other stuff. I don't know. Of course, we could just make them bonk the wall. That helps out a little bit. I see a good spot we might be able to cheese. Let's do this. As you might guess, some various levels unfortunately can be kind of cheesed. I think normally you're supposed to use the enemies as platforms, but why do that when we could just fly over there instead? This is one that definitely becomes simpler once you have the ostrich power-up. Okay, well, now that that's done, the only thing we need is to just go up to the secret vault. Okay, even that wasn't that hard. I know it's still in an early zone, so this is probably going to be easier. But yeah, that was pretty fast, though. We got that done, like, instantly. Yeah, so that's kind of the cheese you can do in the 100% speedrun. That's probably some of the strategies you would expect to see in that kind of speedrun. But yeah, anyways, going back to it, yeah, this game feels a little bit, but I will say, because, like, not only can the game be beaten in under an hour, but, like, on top of that, you don't even have to do half the content stuff. All that really matters is you get to the next layer as soon as possible. Once you're done with that, there's no need to do anything else. You can just keep going in the next layer over and over again until eventually you're just done with it and you can just skip the rest of this. And yes, I know it's silly. Of course I figured there was gonna be something up there, so that's why I got it. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah. Because there's so little to do, yeah, once you, like, know what to do, you pretty much just gonna go from objective to objective, occasionally taking bananas along the path to get energy and make sure you have upgrades that can help you go faster. But other than that, once you're done with that, you have no time to really grab extra health, no time to grab other secrets, so you're pretty much going to just focus on those secrets, and once you get done that, it's fine, and you're pretty much at 10. There's not a lot you can do otherwise. Okay, well, now we know what to do. We have to climb up here, I guess, somehow. It's probably our best bet of getting the secret up here. Oh, actually, hang on. We can just... Can't we just climb up this way by making our own path? Okay, probably gonna be easier if we just go here, yeah. Probably makes the most sense. Yeah, we can just climb up here instead to a different spot. If we climb around, we'll eventually see where we need to go for that banana. Yeah, I see it now. We're just gonna keep climbing around now until we get to it.
A banana!
Oh, hang on. There's probably a way the game wants us to do this. Let's try that strat first. Oh, here's the explosion. Perfect. That'll help us out a little bit. Yeah, this is probably what the game wants us to do. There's definitely other ways to get this. Probably flying is one of them. With ostrich. I just feel like showing it this way is better, because that way people know you don't need the ostrich power up to get that. In a way that helps them out. But yeah, what was I trying to say? I feel like I talk so much, sometimes I lose my train of thought. Yeah. Alright, well, real talk though. Now we're done with this. Let's try moving to a different layer. And see if we can find stuff there. This is probably... Yeah, this layer over here, actually, is probably going to be our best bet to destroy stuff. So let's go down here, since the other strat is clearly not working well. Though it wasn't too bad. We got a good amount of upgrades here, but we still need a lot more. And also, Kong can only take us so far. There's so many foreigns, too. So we might have to do the elephant strategy this time. But we also have low gold, so I think what I'm going to do is just use Kong. Yeah. Surprise, surprise, we're doing the same thing again. We just had to do it on a different layer. This is definitely a tricky layer to do this on. Since there's so little terrain to smash, we'll probably run out of terrain before we know it. If that happens, we're just gonna have to refresh the floor probably. There we go. So, surprise, surprise, using Con is once again the fastest way to grind this, though with a lot of more friends that'll come up eventually, probably using Elephant is the best for this section once we start running into foreigns. But for now, we aren't running into foreigns. I'm just saying, in that last area, that was probably the best way to destroy all that stuff. Well, we got that done. Already found that secret. Already found the secret. Secret too. Oh yeah, that's right. There was also poison we had to drain for the water here too. So yeah, that makes sense why this water, the poison has been drained down a little bit more. Okay, just tokens and coins, really. Ah, there it is, over the top there. Nice surprise, we're gonna probably have to fly over there though. Don't always have to find up gold to quickly get our upgrade back. Could always just do this afterwards. There's only so much I can do before we run out of terrain after all. To get back, we're just gonna do that strat. And yes, you can punch and like jump like this. This is a really fast way to move and also get secrets, so that's something you can do. Definitely, if you feel like it. Okay, I don't know if that was even on the map yet or not, so that was pretty nice. We got that done fast. Okay. Get rid of that dude. Hope you don't mind this spine accelerating I'm doing, but yeah, since there's so many bananas left, this is probably our best way we're gonna get a large amount of them. Not wasting more time getting the other stuff. I guess I should also, that also means that we're gonna have a lot more bananas to explore in here overall. Considering some whole areas we haven't even seen yet. Oh, okay, well that didn't take long to find one. Yeah, if we knew where all the bananas were, it would probably be easier. Because then we could just go right to each one. But there's so many collectibles, it's very easy to miss one anyway. That's why the maps exist though. They at least show you exactly where they should be. Oh, that enemy took itself out there. That was funny. I didn't even have to do anything to hurt him. I just took him out entirely. He took himself out, basically. Yeah, this area we have the least amount of stuff in, so that's gonna take a little bit to get everything. Excuse me, I'm trying to get up top here. There we go. Okay, this is a secret we haven't done yet, on the looks of it. There we go. The only tricky part is because you keep bouncing, it's really tough to actually get all that. They probably want you to use ostrich and bomb that, which makes the most sense. I prefer to just do this the old-fashioned way. Just showing you that it is possible. Okay, whoa, hang on. What about this secret, man? I forgot, there was like no... Wasn't there like no secret? And what I mean by secret, I mean like... Wasn't there a part in this level where there was straight up was a lot of poison, and then when we destroyed a lot of it, there's like none anymore? Oh yeah, I almost forgot about you. We were at 12k when we started this. I know some of these we started skipping on purpose because we didn't really have a lot of gold. Okay, that was much faster. Alright. Much better. Didn't last as long. It was only about 3,000 gold to get all of them. That was really nice of him to give us that much cheaper. Saves us a little bit of time. Again, this is the main thing we're trying to use our money on originally. Was just getting those secrets done. Alright. Almost got Zebra Bonanza's secret. And we see another banana over there. We kind of already fell down when we were doing this, but we'll make this work. Oh, hang on. We have to actually grab the platforms first. You can still fly early while carrying that, though. That just shows you how Donkey Kong is so energetic, so big that he can do pretty much about everything. Like, he can hold pretty much any terrain and still do this dying. Yeah, just as I thought. No way we were gonna get that done. More secrets and more friends. Which probably means we want to just use elephant and get rid of it all. And we can also conveniently defeat those enemies with just there. This is what I meant by we'll probably have to use a different power-up other than Con to get rid of the stuff. Because eventually there'll start to be a lot of thorns in the area. And once that starts happening more often in the later areas and in other zones, they're probably going to be better off doing this. Okay. Surprisingly, I changed just in time because I figured this power up was going to be needed for this. Which means probably a lot of bombing is going to be done. Ah! Whoa, 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 whoa. This ostrich is not very nice. Yeah. Excuse me. I guess we're supposed to probably land in between fight slots. Or defeat all of them right away or something. But yeah, that was easy. It helps when you have more eggs to use, I will say. Probably should have gotten more egg bombs to use. That one, by the way, probably impossible to do without the egg ability. There are some that you have to unlock, though. So, exactly what an adventure that turned out to be. Okay, nice. Let's keep getting more stuff. The trickiest part is gonna be how are we gonna grind more gold after this is done? Because that's why we need to buy most of the bananas. I assume this layer might end up just taking the longest. But unless we can find the secrets fast, I guess. We've been struggling to find most of them at first. Oh, there's 3 of them very close together. I sworn there was a 3rd one. That's right, also. This whole area was our battleground the first time we fought that boss that we used hiding on this layer. Okay, well this is a good gold sign at least. I could have sworn I heard the noise for a banana. Could not find out, but no. Let's clear our path there. Makes that nice and easy. Oh, there's a banana. We'll get that next. Keep in mind, we're gonna get a bunch of 10 bananas or whatever whenever we finish off the secret level again. It's gonna be interesting and probably fun. It's also probably gonna involve a lot of flying because our hitch ability is severely overpowered because there's a lot more of a longer glide, and we also have all the upgrades for that this time, so we're in a little bit of a better spot. See, this is the main reason why I did this layer like this first. So yeah, anyways, I guess I should have mentioned, yes, this episode will be shown as me finishing the freezer layer. That is going to be the title, I believe, but I'm not going to put it as part 1 of the freezer layer, I mean, this forest layer, because I'm considering this to be the forest layer part 1 as well, because we do a lot of forest layer in this section. So just so you know, that's our plan for that secret. Okay, well, this is actually convenient. You want to know why? I'm going to do something different. I'm going to probably pull a bit of a surprise. Yeah.
Hey, DK, you awake? I was thinking, ostriches can't really fly, right? So, isn't it weird that, never mind.
Pauline trying to ground us into reality once again. Trying to state the obvious. Yeah, I guess one thing I should also mention, before we go, we should probably actually go to the ostrich if we're going to do this specific way. So we'll just go right back here early. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my speedrun tips, but yeah, because of the way the game is set up, all you really have to do is just get to the end of each layer. No bananas are required, so you pretty much just go through each layer, beat it, and go to the next, go through it, beat to the next. There's only so much you have to do, and there's even skips for certain layers, so if you just keep going for each layer one by one, eventually you'll get through all of them, and once you're done, yeah, just eat the final boss, and bam, suddenly you're done. I was about to say, surely there isn't a secret behind the elder. I think there was one or a couple of elders that had a secret behind them. I think the first one might have, the second one might have as well. I don't know. Looks like the ostrich elder does not have a secret behind her, unfortunately. But what can you do? But yeah, now you know, like, if you just, all the speedrun really requires is, you just go to the next layer as fast as possible. So yeah, if it means getting less bananas, it means you can very quickly beat this game in, like, really no time flat. That explains why it's only an hour, but there's also probably skips too, so there's probably skips that let you just skip full layers. There's lots of different ways you can do this. Either that or the game's movement is just so optimized, you could probably leave each layer fairly quickly if you know what you're doing. Because unlike Mario Odyssey, where you have to get moons to beat the game, this one, these bananas, they're optional. You can skip most of them. You can even fight for the game without even grabbing a single banana, probably, if you wanted, in most cases, and still beat the game just fine. It's just gonna be really tough to do so. But yeah, I think I've had enough of my rant. So anyways, my secret that I was gonna pull is that, yes, I'm ending this episode somewhat early, but sort of not, because we're kind of on time, but I feel like we could have done more. But yeah, we're ending this episode now. Hope you guys aren't too annoyed about it. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I just realized I used the same file again. Whoops, my bad. Before we forget, again, we'll do the double save trick again. So we're actually playing the right file this time. And yeah, I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Until then, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.